Parents would want to believe that child-friendly content is actually child-friendly, but this isn't always the case. Many shows for children's television have been created throughout the history of the medium, many of which include explicit content that is not appropriate for children. Despite the fact that parents and media groups have condemned these productions, sexual material in children's media persists and appears to be worsening. Welcome to African Junkie, and today we focus on the 7 most dirtiest kids shows to ever air. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and drop a like for daily injections of review videos and more on your timeline. Starting off our countdown, at number 7, 16. This animated TV show about 6 16-year-olds hanging out in a local mall centered on typical adolescent experiences, like finding a part-time job and dating. The hitch was that these stories were presented from a child's point of view, or at least that's how they were intended to be conveyed. Mostly, the cartoon youths on this show, like real-life teenagers, pushed the limits of what was proper and what was not. The Halloween special, Dude, of the Living Dead's plot was focused on a peephole in a lingerie store changing room. Overexposed, which featured the characters accidentally and purposefully seeing each other naked, was another explicit episode. Needless to say, narrative lines like this on a children's television show drew criticism from parents and networks. These, and other controversies, were among the reasons for the show's cancellation in 2010. Coming in at number 6, Total Drama Island. There were plenty of nasty moments in the Canadian animated television program about teens on an island who had to face tremendous obstacles. Despite the fact that the cartoons were intended for 16-year-old children, the series had censored nudity throughout. Furthermore, several of the things that the cartoon adolescents were compelled to do, such as eating bull testicles, sparked controversy or were even censored in certain countries, such as the United States, where they were replaced with bull meatballs. The show's subsequent seasons did have edited nudity and youths executing extreme acts, but they were far more scarce and toned down than the first season. At number 5, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. One of Disney's most popular series in the early 2000s was The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. The sitcom revolved around 2 boys who lived in a high-end hotel with their mother and their numerous misadventures. While the majority of these excursions were child-friendly, a number of them went too far. In the episode Forever Plaid, for example, the 14-year-old boys bored holes in the wall to spy on a high school ladies' soccer team changing and gossiping in the next room. In another instance, 16-year-old London began to strip naked after being instructed to strip and make the bed, which was a reference to removing linens. These and other sexual jokes were mainly overlooked by viewers, and the program avoided criticism for the duration of its 3 seasons and its 3-year spin-off series, Sweet Life on Deck. At our halfway point, SpongeBob Squarepants. SpongeBob Squarepants is a famous animated series that follows SpongeBob and his buddies on adventures in the undersea metropolis of Bikini Bottom. The show is Nickelodeon's highest-rated series, and it has grossed billions of dollars. Despite the fact that the popular show appears to be generally innocent, several episodes pushed the edge too far, resulting in the episodes being banned. The A Midlife Crustacean episode from Season 3 hasn't aired since 2018. In this episode, SpongeBob, his pal Patrick, and his boss Mr. Krabs have a wild night out, breaking into a woman's home and stealing her panties. Some of the story's themes were determined to be unsuitable for children. The internet and certain parent groups have taken notice of these events. Despite this, SpongeBob is still a popular children's cartoon. Coming in at number 3, Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo was a Cartoon Network series that aired from 1997 to 2004 and followed the life of Johnny Bravo, an overconfident playboy. Despite airing on a children's network, the show was packed with adult references from the first episode. Many of the sexual themes in the program ranged from extremes like a virgin sacrifice, to everyday indecent behavior like Bravo disrespecting women's personal space. In response to the show's problematic moments, the show's makers stated that they were unconcerned about the show's adult material and that they did not believe anybody was watching it. In the runner-up spot, coming in at number 2, iCarly. Since charges of sexual deviancy and abuse were brought against former famed Nickelodeon producer Dan Schneider, all of his projects have been scrutinized more closely. His claimed deviancy was supposed to be an attraction to underage girls' feet. Yes, you had that right, feet. Schneider's show material appears to support this, with recurring gags focusing on females' feet appearing in numerous of his performances. His most well-known program, Nickelodeon's iCarly, drew even more attention after star Jeanette McCurdy stated she was embarrassed by her acting career, which she spent the most of under Schneider's direction, and by her role on iCarly. True, several episodes in iCarly showed underage actresses' bare feet, with their feet being massaged, licked, and filmed up close. While iCarly was previously a cherished children's show, the show's subsequent critical examination has cast a pall over what was once a great millennial children's entertainment. At the top spot, coming in at number 1, Sam and Cat. This short-lived iCarly spin-off isn't Dan Schneider's most well-known or adored work, but it is the one in which he most publicly displayed his real wickedness. Following his foot fetish obsessions, Schneider suggested that young fans write to the show's account in a 2013 tweet. Unfortunately, many young fans responded to Schneider's request by sending him images of their feet with the hashtag #SamAndCatSaturday put on them so that the show's account could retweet them. Schneider reacted in a 2018 press release after these and other charges were made public, stating he thought children's feet funny and that the photographs were not meant to be sexual. Even if this assertion were accurate, Schneider still breached the fundamental rule of online safety by requesting photographs of young children through the internet, which he did through his show's Twitter account, much to the dismay of many following the issue. While most kids' shows with unsuitable content only last 20 minutes and inflict readily reversible damage, Sam and Cat had long-term detrimental consequences for their fans. Thanks for watching, give this video a thumbs up. Which dirty kid shows do you know? Let us know about them in the comments. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe and click the bell to stay up to date with our latest videos.